The concept of apotheosis, the elevation of a person to divine status, is found in pagan cultures. In the Roman Empire, when the emperors died, it was believed that they had become divine, and they would be worshipped as gods. This artifact from the time of the Emperor Claudius shows his apotheosis after his death. Even George Washington, the first president of the United States, is depicted in a painting from 1865 in the U.S. Capitol building as becoming divine upon his death. All of this is blasphemy and heresy. Which brings us to one of the weirdest and most heretical Catholic ideas. The Catechism of the Catholic Church states that mankind was destined to be fully divinized. That's right. Catholics believe that mankind's destiny is to become deified. And if that wasn't bad enough, the Catechism adds that mankind has been misled by Satan. How, you ask? It states, seduced by the devil, man wanted to be like God, but without God, before God, and not in accordance with God. Yeah, the Church teaches that Satan's deception was to make mankind seek to become like God, just not with God. Instead of realizing that Satan's true deception was to even suggest to Christians that they can become deified and, quote, like God, and that this is what God wants. And it continues like this. Later on, the Catechism states, the Word became flesh to make us partakers of the divine nature. Quoting the Church Father Athanasius, it states, for the Son of God became man so that we might become God. It also cites Thomas Aquinas, who said, the only begotten Son of God, wanting to make us sharers in his divinity, assumed our nature so that he, made man, might make men gods. It's ironic that the Church blames Satan for seducing mankind into seeking divinization, but its own teachings on the subject are satanic. Who else but Satan would make Catholics think that they can and should become, quote, like God, but that it must be in, quote, accordance with God? Come on, Catholics. Whatever excuse you have for this blatant heresy, don't you see that you are being misled by a satanic idea? Repudiate this heresy and embrace Tawheed.
وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا